palace in shock, Leonor and Christian unexpected decision leaves King Felipe speechless. The palace was calm, the kind of calm that comes before a storm. Courtiers whispered about the next appearance, the next duty, the next carefully planned step in the royal calendar. And yet, no one could have predicted what came next. Because in a world where every royal move is choreographed and expected, Princess Leonor and Prince Christian shattered the script. They made a decision that no one saw coming, a choice that didn't just ripple through the palace halls, it left King Felipe himself stunned into silence. But what could shake the King of Spain, a man accustomed to centuries of tradition, duty, and royal discipline? What could make even the steadiest monarch falter? The answer lies in a story of love, loyalty, and the heavy price of destiny. From the outside, the Spanish crown looks unshakable. But deep within the walls of Zarzuela Palace, the family wrestles with questions of love, independence, and responsibility. Leonor, the heir, raised from birth to carry Spain's future. Christian, born into Denmark's royal household, carrying the weight of his own dynasty. Together, they face a crossroads that forces them to choose between the expectations of nations and the beating of their own hearts. Their decision: to act not as royals bound by duty, but as young people daring to claim their own path. The announcement wasn't made with pomp or protocol. It was whispered, shared first within the family, and then, like wildfire, spread across Europe. Imagine the moment. King Felipe, seated in the family's private salon, listening as his daughter, the future queen, reveals the decision she and Christian had taken. A father, proud of his daughter's strength, yet torn apart by the implications. A king, forced to balance his role as Spain's monarch and his love as a parent. Witnesses describe his silence as heavy, as though the weight of centuries pressed down upon him. But what was this decision? Was it about marriage? About duty? About where Leonor's future truly belongs? The palace has kept details cloaked in formality, but those closest to the family speak of something far deeper. A pact between Leonor and Christian, not just of affection, but of courage. A decision to protect their bond against the grinding machinery of monarchy. And yet, with every decision comes consequence. In Spain, Leonor's choice raises questions about her readiness to be queen. Can love coexist with duty? Can a future monarch bend tradition for personal happiness? Across Denmark, Christian's role is questioned as well. What does it mean for him to stand beside Leonor, not as the heir to his own throne, but as the companion to a queen in waiting? For the Spanish people, reactions are divided. Many admire Leonor's courage, seeing in her a leader who refuses to live as a prisoner of duty. Others worry that breaking tradition weakens the monarchy itself. And in the palace, whispers grow louder. Advisors debate. Historians compare this moment to past royal crises. Journalists circle like hawks, eager for every detail. But at the center of it all, there is only Leonor and Christian. Two young souls standing before the storm, determined to chart their course together. Their bond is not one of fleeting infatuation, it is built on years of trust, shared experiences, and a rare understanding of the burden of crown and country. King Felipe's silence on that day has become legend. To some, it was the silence of disapproval. To others, the silence of a man who understood that destiny cannot always be dictated by tradition. Perhaps, deep within his heart, Felipe remembered his own journey with Queen Letizia, a love that challenged norms and tested the patience of royal insiders. Perhaps he saw in his daughter not defiance, but strength. And so the story unfolds. Each decision leads to new questions. Will Spain accept Leonor's path? Will Christian's future in Denmark be altered forever? Will their union spark a new era of modern monarchy, where love is not sacrificed, but embraced? The answers are not yet written, but one thing is clear: the unexpected decision made within Zarzuela's walls has shaken Europe's royal stage. It is a reminder that even within the strictest traditions, humanity finds a way to rise. Because at the heart of crowns and thrones, there are hearts that beat, families that struggle, and choices that can change history. Princess Leonor and Prince Christian have dared to take such a step. And Spain, Denmark, and the world watch, waiting for the next chapter to unfold. The palace is still in shock. The king is still silent. And yet, beyond the silence, there is the sound of a new future taking shape. This is not just a royal story. It is a human story. A promise of love. A test of tradition. A decision that will echo through the halls of history. And as the world watches, one question lingers: will this be remembered as the moment monarchy was shaken, or the moment it was reborn? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain: Spain will never forget the day Leonor and Christian chose their destiny.